Taurus, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will resonate in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Taurus this week? You just got the Four of Wands and Justice card come out together, which are both cards of balance and things being very like solid and black and white. The reason I say black and white and solid is the Justice card is very much like legal and signing things and like undeniable proof. For some reason that just came through. So there could be something where undeniable proof is coming through where you can't even question it. Then you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is balanced because it's the 11-11 card, so you could be seeing 11-11 a lot, but it's also just like, I'm getting the word equilibrium for some reason, but things are equal, things are balancing. If this is to do with you and someone else, because I'm noticing two people on this card, it could be you and a friend or you and a lover. Things are very balanced between you both this week. Oh, you just got the Rebirth card, so there's also Renewal. And what else? You've got the Hierophant, however you say it. Okay, Hierophant is also, the Hierophant also reminds me of the Justice card for some reason, because it's very, very official in my mind. It's very, but it's more traditional and more cultural and more spiritual, and there's some type of lesson, and I know that's annoying to hear if you've already been going through a lot. But there is another lesson coming in this week where I feel as if you already are going to understand it before it happens. You'll know what it's teaching you, but it's nothing bad, it's nothing like crazy, but it does feel like there is something happening because you have 3 major arcana, so there is major things conspiring for you this week. But there is like, I want to say, you're going to be in a situation, I feel as if there's going to be someone next to you where someone else is like, oh my goodness, and you're like, chill, it's fine, there's a reason, everything happens for a reason, watch, and you're going to somehow teach someone else the lesson of everything happens for a reason and not to stress. And it could be like, some of you have an apprentice or you have someone younger than you, could be a younger sibling, but it's almost as if you're like, I don't know, you just seem so cool about it, like that turtle and Nemo, and he's just like, go with the flow. Like, there's something where you're just chilling no matter what's happening, even if it's crazy in someone else's eyes. You're like, it's fine, it'll work out, it always does. So I really like that energy for you because you're very assured of things always working out. 3 of Wands to clarify the 4 of Wands. Some of you are expecting to get engaged, or you're expecting to move into a further commitment with someone. Further commitment could also just be commitment if you're in a situation with someone where things aren't yet labelled or solidified between you both. Yeah, some of you are expecting that, and you're right, because it's here. So it's almost like 3 of Wands is seeing something happening. It's expecting something to happen. You're waiting for it. You've ordered your food, you're waiting for it to come to the table. So there's something that you are waiting for, because it's almost as if you've ordered it from the universe to happen, and everything's kind of working out for you right now. Clarifying the Justice card. Also, 4 of Wands is like my engagement card, and then afterwards you've got Justice, which is marriage. So some of you are getting engaged or married. Hate to break it to you. You have the 5 of Swords clarifying the Justice card, and the 5 of Pentacles. So definitely things balancing out if they haven't been looking very good when it comes to your finances. If your finances have been a little bit slow or unpredictable, and you've been worried about that, because 5 of Swords can be mental conflict and worry, could be also conflict with others, but it's also unnecessary. So you could have been in a place of unnecessarily worrying because things are now about to balance out. Clarifying the Death card, you have the 9 of Swords. Also, by the way, if you've not watched my videos before, the Death card is very positive. Even if it sounds bad, it's the ending of the old to make way for the new, and it's rebirth, and it's rising from the ashes like a phoenix. So it's nothing bad. It's almost getting rid of the bad to make room for the good. Nine of Swords, sorry, I'm getting distracted, and the Five of Cups. You have a lot of fives. You have 3 fives out of the 4 fives that there are. So you're only missing the Five of Wands at the moment. Five of Cups. Are you missing the Five of Wands? Yes. Five of Cups is almost disappointment, and Nine of Swords is fear. So with that rebirth card, I feel as if you're now like out with the old, out with the version of you that has been worried or is afraid of being disappointed, or is almost disappointed in yourself for ignoring opportunities because they were scary. There's something where from now on you're like, I can't ignore opportunities or situations because they scare me. I actually need to focus on them more. Some of you have learned that lesson a long time ago, but it's almost like you finally are cutting a cord. Notice these two figures are actually very similar in the Death card and the Five of Cups. Very similar hoods. So just pay attention. Actually, and even the Nine of Wands, there's a hood up. So you could be wearing your hood up, or there's just something where that's definitely you going through the motions all in one scene. I love when the cards kind of tie together really well like that. But there's an ending of you being afraid, and now you're like, I would rather go after it than regret not. Because Five of Cups is regret. It's like, whatever it is you are avoiding, whatever it is you're excited to do or want to do it, because there's something here where you're gonna regret it if you don't, or you already have learnt this lesson. And I feel as if this is you coming into a new phase in your life where you really are solidifying in your mind, no more avoiding things. From now on you're gonna kind of chase after things that excite you and scare you, because you don't want to miss out. Clarifying the Hierophant card. You have the Eight of Swords. This is interesting. Some of you, the Tarot's advice right now is kind of like, you're not as trapped as you feel you are. If you're feeling a bit trapped this week, or a little bit stuck in your mind, or a little bit like you can't, you don't know a way forward, or you've kind of lost your inspiration, you almost already have the answers within you. If you're like, oh, I don't know where to go next, where do I go, where do I go? With the Eight of Swords and the Hierophant, you already know. I feel like you need to kind of treat yourself like you're your friend, or treat yourself like you're your child or something, and ask yourself advice. And what advice would you give? Because there's something where you already have the answers within you with the Hierophant. You already have that inner knowing, that teaching. You're very wise. And it's very easy to see that with other people and help other people. But in your own situation, you're like, oh no, I'm different. I'm stuck. But if this was your friend, your co-worker, your family, you would know exactly how to help or what they should do. And you already have that guidance. You're just staying stuck longer than you need to. You already are capable of moving forwards. So don't let yourself hold yourself back, because it's almost like you're focused on everyone else and helping everyone else push them forward. You might just forget about yourself, because you are capable of. Don't keep yourself stuck if you are feeling stuck. Prioritize yourself a little bit more if you are kind of helping everyone. I feel like I've noticed myself telling you, treat yourself like your friend or your family member, and that might be you also just being way more focused on others around you than yourself. With the Four of Pentacles as well, this is also something where you might just be very much protective of where you're at currently without realizing it. So you're kind of like, how do I get into the next part of my life, or how do I move forwards or up from here? And it's like, well, do you really want that? There's something where you're holding on very tightly to not wanting change, whilst also wanting change, and it's contradicting. It's kind of, I feel like some of you, the Tarot's advice is figure out what you want. Once you know what you want for sure, black and white, then you can kind of aim for it, right? You can't hit a target you're not aiming for. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Tall Tarot Tuesdays.